I'm ready, Freddie. Hello, everybody. I'm Christopher, the guy behind the camera, as always, Jake the Snake, and this is Fast Lane Classic Cars. Jake, take it away. Oh, my Lord. Hi everybody, I'm Jake. The guy behind the camera is nobody, and this is Fast Lane Classic Cars. We're 15 minutes outside St. Louis to the west in St. Charles, Missouri. I'm gonna put the phone number above my head. Look, there it is. Remember it, write it down. Call us about this beautiful 1996 Corvette or the other 150 or so cars we have at any given time. And also like and subscribe because it helps me help you, help me help you. And 92% of you that come back and watch these videos aren't subscribed. It makes me very sad inside. So please subscribe and hit the bell when you're down there because then you get notified when we make cool videos like this one. And also, if you want to see full photo sets of these cars, interior, exterior, engine bay, undercarriage, go to our website, www.fastlanecars.com. You can see everything there, but for now, I'm going to tell you about this sweet 1996 Corvette. And it's not just any 1996 Corvette. This is an NCRS Top Flight Award winner, and not only is it that, but it got a 100% score, if you can believe it. It has the 5.7 liter LT1 V8 making 300 horsepower and 335 pound-feet of torque, 4-speed automatic transmission with overdrive. It is a dark purple metallic exterior. Only 320 cars were made with the dark purple exterior in 1996. It does have the target top that is paint matched. It's also dark purple. We have black leather bucket seats that are awesome. They're also 6-way adjustable black leather bucket seats. We have a Bose sound system with a CD and cassette player. So if you have a cassette collection still in 2024, you can play all of them in your 1996 Corvette. It has automatic climate control, 17-inch aluminum wheels with Continental tires, and it's just gorgeous. This paint is in incredible condition. I've never seen one in this color. We get a lot of maroon C4 Corvettes here, but the dark purple's a very rare color, and with the black leather seats, they're also in incredible condition. I'm excited to drive it. It looks comfortable. I'm sure you're excited to... Sorry, there's a semi-truck over there who decided to release his air brakes. Anywho's, I'm excited to drive it. I'm excited to feel these awesome leather seats, and I'm sure you're excited to see it drive. So let's go do that. Now, believe it or not, it's actually pretty cold today. If you hadn't noticed, I'm wearing 2 sweatshirts because it's in the 40s, and with the wind chill, it's actually a little bit colder. And right now, the target top, as you can see, is off. Well, I kind of want it to be on because I don't want to freeze my butt off. So I'm going to install that right now, and you guys can watch. It only takes 4 screws. 2 of them go in the front by the windshield, 2 of them go in the back right here. The tool has a special little slot that it's made for right there in the center console. So I'm going to get that out, put this top on, and then we'll be off. So back here in the back, you can see the target top clips firmly into place. That way when it's in the back of your car, it doesn't rattle around while you drive and annoy the crap out of you. You do have one little latch right here. If you pull this, that will release the top, just like so. There's a little pin that slides into it. And then once the top is released there, you can just pull it towards you and pick it up. It's really a one-man job. It's not very heavy, which is a good thing. And now that you have your top, you can slide it onto your car like so. It might take a minute to get it lined up, but look, that was pretty easy. Now I just gotta climb in and screw it down. All right, now that I'm inside, I can start screwing my top down. Here's the little tool I was telling you about. It's a little ratchet with a star bit on the end of it. And I need to put it in righty-tighty mode. All right, now that that's tight, we can finally go for a drive. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, isn't Christopher normally in these videos with Jake? And you would be correct. But today is Friday, and if you don't know this already, Friday means that Christopher is off work. But I can't just stop working because Christopher's off work. So I'm gonna drive this car by myself and show you all the cool stuff about it. And also, I might know a little bit more about this car anyway because I used to own one of these. Mine was a 95, but very similar nonetheless. It was an automatic, it was an LT1 V8, same horsepower and everything, so this is kind of familiar to me, not gonna lie. So on the dashboard here, you have your automatic shifter, of course. Right next to it, you have a little panel you can flip, and you have an ashtray and a cup holder and a cigarette lighter in case you want to take up smoking, but don't smoke, kids. Smoke tires, not cigarettes. But it looks like this ashtray and cigarette lighter was never used. I mean, it looks absolutely brand new. The plastic is still all in great condition. You have your power seat buttons right here, so I can move forward, backward, do lumbar, ooh, up and down. Look at that, I'm getting taller. Now I'm getting shorter again, very nice, those work. And the passenger seat has its own button as well. Here on the dash, we have our radio. You can tune it, you have AM, FM, your cassette player down there, and your CD player on the top. You also have some equalizers for bass, treble, fade, stuff like that. Above your radio, you have your climate controls. You have auto climate control in this one, so your fan can, you know, detect whether it's as hot or as cold as the temperature you set, and it can kick up or down the fan speed depending on what it needs to do. Up here, this little blank panel, at least it looks like a blank panel. It isn't really though. This is where all of your service lights would light up if this car had any on, which it doesn't because it's in incredible condition. It doesn't have a check engine light, service oil light, nothing like that. But these would light up in this little panel right here if you had like a low tire pressure or something like that. To the left of that, you have fuel info, engine metrics, gauges. You can switch between what gauges you're seeing on the dash, oil temperatures, coolant temperature, stuff like that. You can switch to fuel info and you can get your instant miles per gallon, so you can see just how many miles per gallon you're getting at that very second. You can switch between English and the metric system, so if you, for whatever reason, want to look at kilometers per hour, you can. Your fuel gauge is in the middle of the dashboard there. It looks like we have about half a tank, which should be plenty. You also have a physical oil pressure, oil temp, coolant temp, and voltage gauge on the dash, which are all working flawlessly. I did cold start it, so the coolant temp hasn't moved. And then your RPM gauge is on the left side of the dash there. And then on the left, way over here, is your pop-up headlights. You can flip those up and down. I just flipped them up. And you also have electric power mirrors over here, power windows. Look at that. Super fast, actually. And then your traction control button sitting right up there. Other than that, there's not a whole lot else going on in here. I should have brought a cassette with me to test that out, but we can test the radio nonetheless, if I can figure out how to turn it on. Maybe it's been too long since I used my C4 Corvette. Oh yes, there we go. You also have 6 presets you can use for preset stations.
Angus patties smashed and seared to crispy
There
perfection with melted cheese.
Well, the radio works great. That was just a commercial, but that's all right. All right, we're gonna put this thing in overdrive because we're gonna drive pretty slow to start out because, like I said, I just cold started it, so it still needs to get warm. You have some certificates back here as well for the Top Flight Award. They're in the back seat. You can see photos of this and everything else on this dash on our website at www.fastlanecars.com. I'm also our photographer, so I do all the photo sets for these things, and I try to make sure I'm pretty meticulous so that you guys can have a full look at these before you buy them. All right, here we go. It's gonna be a short drive today, and because I don't have Chris, I also probably won't be able to do a flyby, which is all right. Oh yeah. Plenty of power. I mean, these things in 1996 were some of the fastest cars on the road. 300 horsepower, 335 pound-feet of torque is nothing to stick your nose up at, and they're not heavy cars. I mean, they're all made out of fiberglass, so you also don't have to worry about rust on the body or anything like that, which is awesome. But really, this one's been very well kept, and it's only showing, oh, I gotta switch back to mileage, 11,961 miles. I might put 2.5 on it on this short drive. So it's got under 12,000 miles, which is incredible for a car that's this old, 1996. And like I said, it doesn't have any lights on the dash. Everything's functioning perfectly. All the tires are holding air. They're nice tires as well, Continentals. You gotta love that. wrapped around those big 17-inch aluminum lightweight wheels. Very cool, very neat car. Mine was also a target top, although I had the glass roof on my car. This one's just got the felt, I guess, headliner on it. Mine you could see through. It was tinted yellow. It was kind of gross, to be honest. I kind of like it without the glass, because also it just keeps the sun off your head. The glass was tinted, so it wasn't too bad, but I like it. It almost seems like a fixed roof coupe in here when you have the target top on, because you have an actual headliner, which is very nice. Yeah, this thing's very cool. And this is reminding me of when I was 17 and had my 1995 Corvette. Mine wasn't in nearly as good a condition as this, though. It was black with white racing striped ahead. Let's see, over 10 times more miles on it than this car currently has, which is crazy to think about. This one was very well kept. Obviously, it's still in great condition. Someone took very good care of this, and they loved this car very much. All the plastics in here are in great condition. The dash doesn't have a single crack or crease or anything in it. Even the seats, I mean, they don't even look like they're very creased. They're extremely soft and comfortable, by the way. We sit on a lot of vinyl seats here, and vinyl's fine. So's cloth, but something about a leather seat just makes you feel a little bit more luxurious. I love the feel of a leather seat, and these are in great condition. The door panels are in good condition. The dome lights and everything turn on when you open the doors like they should. The engine bay is immaculate. I mean, this is a really, really, really nice car. And I can't really fault it anywhere. Let's see, I'm going to switch over to my instant MPG and see how many miles per gallon we get while I just kind of cruise around slowly here. I mean, this is technically city driving. We're not really in the city. 15 to 20 minutes outside St. Louis. A lot of farmland around us here. But I'm not going to be taking this out on the highway. Let's see. My foot's not really in it, just accelerating normally. I'm getting 20 miles per gallon right now, coasting around at about 40. And when I put my foot in it to accelerate, it goes down to 10 or 15, which isn't bad. I love that. This was one of my favorite things to watch when I had my Corvette. I'd turn on my instant fuel economy and watch the numbers go up when I coast and down when I floored it. And when I floored it, it went way down. But it was fun. And they make a good noise, so it's going to be hard to keep your foot out of it all the time. And they're very fun to drive. Even with the automatic, they have plenty of pep, they're plenty fast, and they keep up with modern traffic just fine. Even by today's standards, this thing is quick. And it makes a good noise. Still has all the stock exhaust on it, so it's not crazy loud or anything, but you get a nice V8 rumble when you have the windows down. I think you can, if I'm not mistaken, maybe not on this car, but on some of the C4s you could barely crack the back hatch open and put a little, I think, piece of plastic or metal back there and keep the back hatch cracked open just about that much, so that when you have your windows down, it lets air out the other side. And also, you can hear your exhaust a little bit better when that hatch is barely cracked open. Our sales manager, Chris, has a ZR1, and he can do that to his Corvette. But here we are. This is the normal spot where Chris and I would do our flybys. Like I said, I don't have anyone to hold my camera, so I can't really do a flyby, but I'm still going to strap the mics to the exhaust back there and give you a ride on the way back so you can hear the engine and the exhaust a little bit better. But this was a really pleasant drive. I mean, this is probably one of the best conditioned C4 Corvettes that we've had through here that I can remember. And also, this purple color is amazing. 320 of them made. I mean, it's rare. You're gonna have a rare color, a rare car, and a very nice car if you purchase this. And yeah, I'm gonna keep the miles real low so that the new owner of this can say they have a Corvette under 12,000 miles, because I mean, as old as this is, like I said, it's really incredible. And everything just functions. God, the windows are lightning fast. And they still have the sticker on there. Look at that. Yeah, this is immaculate. And I'm ready to drive it back. So I'm gonna take you with me.